The name Cheltenham refers to a settlement under a hill. The books and the trees on the town's coat of arms represent learning and the town's floral beauty. The pigeons featured are a reference to the town's beginning. Henry Thompson bought land at Montpellier from the De la Barre family in 1801 and constructed a wooden colonnaded rectangular building in 1809. Rebuilt and enlarged by G.A. Underwood in 1817, it was Thompson's son Pearson Thompson who added the domed rotunda in 1826. Cheltenham has many quiet corners in which to enjoy a contemplative drink. The many baskets contain mixed petunias of the variety expression. Montpellier Walk still contains some Edwardian shop frontages, graced by unusual terracotta caryatid figures. Cheltenham became fashionable in 1788 when King George III and Queen Charlotte conducted court here for 5 weeks. A hidden gem is the Montpellier courtyard, its continental flavour mixing happily with cafes, boutiques and specialist craft establishments. Queen's Hotel was to have been called King's Hotel, but William IV died before it was finished. It was then named with just this reference to his consort. The elegance of the Imperial Gardens refined the view from the Queen's Hotel. Before Imperial Gardens was laid out, the panorama presented would have been that of a huge iron and glass pavilion named the Winter Gardens. The flower borders are planted with silver dust cineraria. More haste, less speed doesn't give sufficient time for the contemplation of the beauty of the floral surroundings. The sharp-leaved reddish-brown grass plants are cordyline reds. On a summer's day, food for the body al fresco in such surroundings gives food for thought. Children playing happily delight in the freedom of the gardens. At the southern end of the promenade gardens is the Romanesque fountain named after the mythical sea god Neptune. Built in 1893, its waters are pumped from the River Chelp, which, unknown to most people, flows under the road at this point. Overcoming the pangs of hunger, effort becomes a struggle for a while. Cheltenham welcomes tourists from all over the world. Some, like Julia, compound the attractive settings. Much of the town is listed as a conservation area of outstanding importance. being given a prestigious Europa Nostra award. The promenade was laid out in 1817 as a residential road. In 1915, a complete row of these private houses was bought by the council and converted for use as their offices. The individual gardens became the promenade gardens, with the war memorial placed here. Dr. Edward Adrian Wilson was a famous son of Cheltenham. He contributed much to the ill-fated Scott expedition to the South Pole in 1912. Gracing the northern end of the promenade gardens is the memorial commemorating the fallen of the Boer War. Pigeons are still at home in Cheltenham, and considering the former Captain Skillithorne, perhaps they could be considered as early if unwitting founders of the town. The very unusual Minotaur and Lady Hare sculpture by Sophie Ryder originated in 1995. The War Memorial, set tranquilly, is a fine edifice which does justice to the memories of the Cheltenham people and some others whose lives were given in the defence of freedom in the 1914 and 1939 wars, and also subsequent conflicts. An itinerant salesman offers hand-painted and colourful cards, lending effect to the cosmopolitan air. Busking seems to be a very serious business. Like some enigmatic riddle fallen from space, these obelisks present a singular conflict with the diversely natural surroundings of the park. Sandford Park presents a smaller but rather different aspect. Eagle-eyed stone sentries watch the passing of life and time. Joseph Pitt was a banker who in the early 1800s bought a large amount of land. His idea was to construct a new spa town to be named Pittville. The plan comprised an estate of large houses, tree-lined boulevards, a lake, a church and a grand pump room, in which, among other things, people could quaff the spa waters. The foundation stone was laid in 1825 and the place was opened in 1835. Spa waters can still be drunk, being pumped from a well to the fountain in the pump room. Keeping an eye on these pleasant surroundings the law finds it an enjoyable duty. The kiss of sun for pardon, the song of birds for mirth. One is nearer God's heart in a garden than anywhere else on earth.